attack you back, especially when they do an AoE and I have Pierce. It helps. Look at that. I haven't even attacked. They've been attacking. Oh my god. Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells needed to take this monster to rank 5, any gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provided the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. Alright, it is time to review Daryl. Daryl can attack an abomination through any dimension, making him extra deadly. He has a knack for showing up where he's most needed, no surprise. Then, that Rick found him outside a portal. Alright, if we take a look at the evolving traits, you start the game off, of course, with Survivor, Undead Hater, Hardened Enemy to Fear, and then at rank 1, this monster will get a permanent Guard Down Hater, triple damage against monsters with Guard Down. So potentially, if you have this monster at rank 1 in the bounty hunts, you'll always essentially have a fugitive killer on your side, a fugitive hater. So, assuming you partner him up with anyone that can do Guard Down against the enemy. You also get a Dark Protection, you block out half of incoming dark damage, so you're incredibly tanky against those dark monsters. I mean, the reality though is that the meta right now are the light fire attackers. At rank 4 you get a double healing, which is interesting. This could obviously get cleansed away, but hey, if it's helpful, it's helpful. And at rank 5, this monster is obviously super valuable. You get a Status Caster Pierce. Of course it can get cleansed away, but if you partner this monster up in the right situation, you know, you have your permanent Megataunt, you're protected, that Status Caster Pierce protected, you can attack whoever you want. So truly, to get this monster at its fullest potential, it's going to be rank 5. Unfortunately, that's not easy to do. Okay, if we take a look at his skills, you have Into the Woods, deals moderate metal damage to an enemy and applies Quicksand. Spammable, no cooldown, no stamina required. Emotional Shield applies Skill Mirror to itself. 15 stamina, 0 cooldown. A skill like this could be usable if you have turn transfer monsters, because then you can do a lot of turn transferring. I'm just thinking Omnia right now. Turn transfer, give a damage boost, give double damage. Oh my gosh, the possibilities are insane. Attack and Defend deals moderate metal damage and applies Skill Mirror. So this is better because you actually damage the enemy and then give yourself Skill Mirror. What else do we have? Patched Up heals itself by 30%. So far I haven't seen anything crazy other than that Skill Mirror mechanic possibility. Crossbow Bolts applies Pierce to itself, deals heavy metal damage to an enemy and heals by 50. This is amazing. You keep the Pierce. Normally, monsters that give themselves Pierce are like, then removes Pierce at the end of the turn. No, this monster will keep the Pierce. So you can attack, deal your heavy metal damage, heal by 50%, and you keep the Pierce, which means you can follow up with an AoE, you can follow up with a single target attack. I actually don't know if this monster has an AoE. It looks like this monster does not have AoEs. SP tends to do that, so it's kind of like a... Yeah, okay, so it's kind of like Elf, only single target attacks. But yeah, I think the fact that you apply Pierce then attack is awesome. You can attack whoever you want under any situation. That is powerful. Dog Come removes positive effects from an enemy, deals heavy metal damage. I mean, this is useful because once you have the Pierce, you can go ahead and attack whoever you want, cleanse whatever you need to. Swamp Sweeper deals very heavy metal damage to an enemy, applies Quicksand and major damage reduction. So very strong to OTK potentially, but also if you can't OTK, maybe you target the attacker and you major damage reduction to them, so significantly reduce your damage output. That's 50%. Total damage reduction and removes torches from itself. Even though Daryl is supposed to be an attacker, a skill like Fierce Force is definitely worth running because one, you cleanse tortures, so tortures can easily eat you up, but if you can get rid of dots with this skill and prevent the enemy attacker from doing damage against you or your team or your Megaton monster, that's super valuable. So we'll likely run that skill. Applies Pierce to itself, deals moderate metal damage, applies Bleed to an enemy, so it's a way to apply Bleed. 48 stamina, 3 turn cooldown, I'm not a fan. 57 3 turn cooldown, deals heavy metal. Just because of the damage output. Yeah, I don't think you need to run both. Removes tortures, heals by 30. Applies Pierce, deals moderate metal damage, 40 stamina, 2 turn cooldown. Applies damage reduction to an enemy, heals itself by 30%. Okay, interesting monster. He has skill mirrors that don't deal damage. He has a total damage reduction going for him. I feel like he's trying to be a super strong attacker, and he's not necessarily a strong attacker. But then he has those Pierce skills that don't cleanse away, which is valuable. So even if you don't have this monster rank 5, when you start off with Pierce, hey, you're fine. Get this monster rank 1, maybe utilize Guard Down. Rank 3 for that Dark Protection, he can be quite good. So I think what we're going to do with this monster is for sure give him his super strong Pierce skill. There it is. We're going to go with the Skill Mirror skill. It's weak, but again, that skill mirror has so many possibilities. And then, like I said, we want that one skill that gets rid of tortures and total damage reduction to the enemy. So that leaves one slot. What do we do in that last slot? Probably go for a heavy damage output, so Swamp Sweeper. So I think this would be the skill set. And if you don't have him at rank 5, which I imagine most people, if you really want to do 2 of the pure skills, you could, depending when you get them, when they're unlocked. But we're going to go with this right now. Ultimate attack, RPG attack applies pierce, modern metal damage applies bleed, and burn to all enemies. Alright. Relics wise, so I would go Cane Sword. Now, Laser Beam Sword I always like to showcase to show like true damage output, so we'll do that. Or full damage output. A way to recover stamina. And then here, ooh, what do we do here? He's probably the Holter's Gun. He really would benefit from Holter's Gun. That way you can maybe do some extra attacks and you'll be good to go. In terms of runes, you definitely want to go attacker. So 2 strength and a speed rune. Typical attacker setup. So something like this. Bam. And he is good to go. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to utilize. Now, of course, I'm not allowed to win the battles. That would be totally unfair. So I will be exiting out of the game when it looks like I'm about to win. Let's click fight. I am a legendary 3, so hopefully we have some really good opponents, some really tough opponents, some meta monsters. So far, that is not the case. Alright, so that's fine. So we're going to showcase some different situations. So in this case, I would obviously cleanse a poison for myself, attack whoever, Kevlar's Vest, that's fine. Give a damage boost, cleanse something else. Not that it matters that they have evasion. I can pierce through everything. Alright, so we're good to go. So OTK in this case, Swamp, wow. Okay, so in this situation, I would probably just go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the attack and defend, which is my weakest skill. But because it gives me skill mirror, just 274k damage. But that skill mirror is what I'm after, right? So whenever you can utilize that, use it to your advantage. I just got hit with the soul drag, but keep in mind, at rank 3, I get that damage protection, so it was 50% weaker. Oh wow, how did I lose my monster already? Oh no, he's gonna cleanse. So unfortunately for me, he cleansed. I want to utilize the skill mirror. It's okay. So damage boost, churn transfer. And I do have Sigil, which means I could essentially reuse it. So let's just go ahead and utilize it. Bam. Get that skill mirror. Rotten Berries, Reflection. And then attack in this case. I mean, I would just... Boom! And again, that healing component to it. When he attacks, 50% heal. That's crazy. Alright, let's get into it. We'll do a couple battles. Daryl is definitely very good. He packs a punch. So that Pierce mechanic is useful. Interesting. The Triple Nature team. Huh, very interesting. Here we'd probably just do a damage boost. That allows me to win with the... Yeah, with the attack and defend. Oh, actually, here's Holter's Gun. In effect. Damage him just to the point where Holter's Gun kicks in. I get an extra turn. Yeah, he gets a turn, that's fine, but then I get to do something else. In this case, I can do Crossbow. I can do Swamp. Major damage reduction. Do I need a major damage reduction? Anyone? Here, let's attack you. There's that major damage reduction. Healthy Villain. Cut in half. We're just going to go Hardest Rock. We are going to probably just do Churn Transfer. Rotten Anchor. Hidden Shiv. Okay. We'll finish you off, Slumpster. Seabed damage, hidden shiv. Alright, attack and defend. Quicksand, they're both immune to dots. Major damage reduction. I guess I can hit the major damage reduction there. Let's just do a double damage boost. Bananas. Lost my monster, that's fine. We will do the skill mirror, especially since they're both getting a turn right now. Rotten Berries and Reflect. And that's useful. Rich, Healthy Villain, and again, Reflect, Skill Mirror coming in clutch. Attack and heal. I wonder if I can take them on by myself. I'm going up against 2 healers? Maybe not. Oh. I can do the Torture. Get rid of my Tortures. 0 damage, get rid of my Tortures. I wish I had the healing skill. I don't have the healing skill. Oh man, that 50% heal would have come in very, very nicely. Alright, let me check a skill. I think, didn't I have a skill that also... Applies Pierce moderate. There's one that removes positive effects. Oh! Dog Hum. Do I want to run this? Is the question. Skill Mirror. I feel like if you don't have a teammate. Well, I'm thinking a few things. You might get rid of Fear Force. Remove Torch from itself. It's super useful, but if you're just going pure offense, you might use Dog Hum instead of Fear Force. Or if you don't need the Skill Mirror, if you're not applying to that combo that I'm doing, you could just give him the positive effect removal because there's going to be situations where that's more beneficial than applying Skill Mirror. For sure. Where's all the Serpentex and Cherub Cupids and Gal? Like, what's going on? That is interesting that I haven't run into them. Let's cleanse. Let's double damage. Look at all those dots on my monster. Gosh, they just eat away at his life. Oh, goodness. Alright. Boom. OTK. So killing Uriel with this monster is going to be super easy. That's a good thing. Look at that. We'll go ahead and do the skill mirror. Gosh, look at that. That's crazy. We'll cleanse all that away. Alright, so finally I have skill mirror. So it's as easy as turn transfer, cleanse, turn transfer back. And then I can set up double damage. I could have done the damage boost too. I mean, there were so many different options, but when there's an anticipation monster, it gets annoying for sure. But just like that, I was able to buff myself like crazy. Now, easy kill, easy kill. Honestly, we'll just do another skill mirror. So if you attack me, I'll attack you back. Especially when they do an AoE and I have Pierce, it helps. Look at that. I haven't even attacked. They've been attacking. Oh my god. Okay, stuff like that happens sometimes. Let's do a final battle and then we'll look at stats. I normally look at stats at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to change things up and look at stats at the end. No meta opponents. That is super interesting. Wow. But again, we know like against an Uriel base, that's when you get like the biggest advantage, because that elemental advantage. We're just gonna turn transfer. Here I would eliminate the main threat. Let's say it was you. Boom. And then Cold Blizzard, Tiny's Amulet. I suppose since we've seen the king take a lot of damage and even die, instead of giving Holter's Gun and being able to utilize that mechanic, maybe you just go ahead and give Daryl Black Moon. That way, if your king was to die, assuming you're using him, maybe using a Pango, maybe using someone else, if they were to die, at least they could have come back to life thanks to Black Moon. So instead of Holter's Gun, that might be a better situation with this monster. Alright, I lied. We're doing one more. King Elvira. I mean, there's Elvira, but still Kato. That's interesting. Alright, let's do this. So, we will do a turn transfer to myself. We will cleanse. We will damage boost. We will double damage. Cold Blizzard. Alright, let's see. Boom. Take that, light monster. Oof. Skill Mirror, crossbow. I mean, this is OTK Elvira, 1.83 million. Yikes. Alright, just rock again. Look at my HP. Close to dying. You can do this turn transfer. Transfer back. Attack you. Damage boost. Powerful fists for fun. Attack you. Turn transfer. Attack and defend. Cross. Old swamp. Oh, too powerful. Boom. Alright, let's see what I can do with all my boosts. So boom, 274, 457. Alright, total damage reduction for fun. So there's a damage boost, there's a double damage, and now we wait. Now we turn transfer. Alright, this now goes up to 746, 448, and 821. 821. 337, Holter's Gun, get an extra turn, and attack for game. Alright guys, so this is Daryl. Let me know what you guys think about him in the comments below. Hopefully you were able to get him. Yeah, hopefully you were. Hopefully you didn't miss out on Daryl. There's still a few more times, so any thoughts, let me know in the comments below. Let's take a look at stats before I actually end the video. Okay, so here we have the stats of Daryl. As you can see, we're currently categorized by the life stat, and he's pretty tanky. He's tied with quite a few other monsters at 143,260. Tied with that of Carol, Zeo, Helium, Metaragon, and Crizzle. In terms of a power stat, which this monster is more of, he is definitely quite formidable. In terms of the stat itself, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. The 5th highest power stat in the game. As you can see, quite a few monsters have this 11,198, but Daryl comes in at 11,176, quite a formidable stat. In terms of a speed stat, he is a little on the slower end, probably the average end. 8305, that is slightly below the average speed stat, but overall, what matters the most about this monster is that power stat, and then you've seen the fact that he has pure skills that can be utilized. So, quite a strong monster, takes out the light monsters, no problem. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about Daryl in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.